Hi, so welcome today for Power Vinyasa 1 hour class. So we'll go ahead and get started. Go ahead and make your way into Child's Pose. You want to have your toes touching, forehead onto your mat. Just taking this time to make some space in your body. Maybe thinking about why you came here today. What your intention is for today, what you're wanting to get out of today's class. And then see, as you're in Child's Pose, if you can actually bring your arms straight out, maybe with those elbows lifted off of the mat. See what that feels like. Maybe a little bit of difference. And then as time, maybe you want to bring those hands over to the right. Both hands stretched out over to the right. Just kind of seeing what that feels like. Just sitting in Child's Pose. Toes together, seeing if you can actually get yourself closer to the earth. And then maybe making those hands back to center. And then moving them over to the left. And then when you're ready, you can make your way back to center, Child's Pose, and then making your way up to table. And then just in this moment, maybe going to cow pose, arching that back, head lifted up. And then cat pose, maybe arching or rounding that back, head down. And then again, maybe cow pose. And then making your way into cat. And then when you're ready, getting yourself into downward facing dog. And just stretching out. It's maybe the first downward facing dog of the day. Seeing what that feels like in the body. Those hands are spread out. Those toes are up. And the heels are up. The toes are stretched down onto the mat. And then looking up the top of your mat and then walking your feet to the top. And then just go ahead and dangle down. Just ragdoll, stretched over onto your mat. Those hands are dangling down. Seeing what that feels like. We're going to be here for about 60 minutes, taking time for self-care in this Power Vinyasa yoga class. So go ahead and roll all the way up. That head is the last thing to come up. And standing there in mountain pose, you may want to have your hands folded together. And if you'd like to join me in breath with take a deep breath in. And hands down, and we'll go ahead and begin. And go ahead and lift those arms all the way up and come all the way down. Hands to the mat and halfway lift, arms on the shins, and roll forward. And then roll all the way up, breathe in. Exhale, hands to heart center, arms out. Again, lift all the way up, arms up. And exhale, fall forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fall forward. Inhale, rise up, arms above the head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, inhale, rise up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fall forward. And just stay here for just a few breaths. You might want to dangle those hands like ragdoll and just kind of rolling back and forth. That head is relaxed. You may want to have that crown of the head looking down at the mat. And then halfway lift, hands on the shins, and fall forward. And rise up, lift up. Inhale and exhale, hands to heart center. And inhale, arms up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on the mat. Come back, chaturanga, come down, roll up, and downward facing dog. Exhale. And just stay here for a few breaths. See what that feels like. Your hands are on the mat, breathing in and out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, get your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands, heart, center. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, reach back, hands on the mat, and come down. Inhale, rise upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, look at the top of your mat. Exhale, get to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, rise up, arms above your head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fall forward. And hands to the mat. Stretch back with the feet. Chaturanga. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, look at the top of your mat. Exhale, get to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fall forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands, heart, center. One more time. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on the mat, feet to the back, and Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to stay here for just 2 breaths, just to see where you're at with your breath and the movement. See what that feels like. And we're going to go inhale, right leg up. And exhale, right leg to the front of the mat. And breath in, breath out, rise up, warrior 1. We'll stay here for just a bit. See what that feels like. See what that feels like with the hips, the placement of those feet. You may want to have that right foot over to the right side of your mat and the left foot to the back onto the left side of the mat and lifting up nice and tall. Where's the placement of those hips? How does that feel? And breath with movement. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Fall forward, hands to the mat. Right leg to the back, chaturanga. And inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left leg to the top of the mat. and inhale. Exhale, rise up, warrior one. This is the first warrior one on that left side. And just taking some time to see what it feels like, placement on the mat. Get that left foot onto the left side of the mat, and that right foot on the right side of the mat. Remember, it's not perfect, it's where you are today. And be grateful for that. Hips, see the placement of the hips, see what that feels like? And those arms stretched up nice and tall. Looking forward in that wonderful warrior one, where you are in that pose. And your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, fall forward, hands to the mat. That left leg down, Chaturanga Dandasana. And inhale, rise up, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right leg to the top of the mat. And exhale, rise up, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Right leg to the back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Rise up, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left leg to the front, warrior one. And inhale, rise up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fall forward, hands to the mat. That left leg comes back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhalation, rise up. Exhalation, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, and downward facing dog. And we're going to keep moving. We're going to add a little more movement with your poses. And remember, you can always use a towel if it gets a little slippery. So I'll go ahead and get that for you. So you can stay in downward facing dog, and I'll go ahead and get that for you.
I can't, it's too slippery.
You're okay. All right, there you go. It's great for your hands there.
Woo! There we go.
So we're in downward facing dog. All right. So go ahead and inhale, look at the top of your mat, and exhale, get to the top of your mat, and halfway lift, and fall forward. And we're gonna rise up right into chair pose. This is your first chair for the day. Rise up, chair pose. We'll be here for a couple breaths.
I'm sweating.
Chair pose. Chair pose, sitting in chair pose. Wonderful chair. Breath with movement. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale, fall forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Yes, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, look to the top of your mat. And exhale, feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, rise up, chair pose. Take a few breaths. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. All right, we're going to take an inhale and we're going to take an exhale, chair pose to the right. So those feet are together. We're going to bring those arms, knees to the right, elbows to the right, and lifting. See if you can get that chest up. It's beautiful. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale, rise rise to center chair pose and exhale. Inhale and exhale over to the left. Side chair. And breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathe in, center chair, and out, fall forward. Breathe in, halfway lift, and breathe out, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Yes, inhale and exhale, downward facing dog. We're gonna put that together. Right leg up, breathe in, left leg, or right leg to the front, warrior one. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, come down, right leg to the back, Chaturanga Dandasana, rise up, and downward facing dog. Breathe in, left leg up, breathe out, left leg forward. Breathe in, rise up, and out. Breathe in, breathe out, come down, left leg comes to the back, Chaturanga Dandasana, rise up, and downward facing dog. Look to the top of your mat. Breathe in, breathe out, come to the top of your mat. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, fall forward. And rise up right into chair. And breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, and ready, breathe out to the right side, side chair. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathe in to chair. Breathe out, left side. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in to chair and breathe out, fall forward. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, fall forward, and come bring those feet to the back. Chaturanga Dandasana, like we've been doing. Breathe in, rise up, and breathe out, downward facing dog. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in, right leg up. Breathe out, right leg to the top. Breathe in, rise up, warrior one. Breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in, and breathe out, come down, right leg to the back, Chaturanga Dandasana, rise up, and fall back. Breathe in, left leg up. Breathe out, left leg forward. Breathe in, rise up, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, come back, Chaturanga Dandasana, rise up, upward facing dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Look at the top of your mat, breathe in, breathe out, get to the top of your mat, halfway lift, and fall forward. Rise up right into chair. We're going to breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, and breathe out, come to the side, right chair pose, and out. Breathe in, center chair. Breathe out to the left. And breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in, center chair. And breathe out, fall forward. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, come forward and fall back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathe in, rise upward facing dog, and breathe out, downward facing dog. And just go ahead and sit in this for just a moment. You can just maybe take a few breaths. You can sit in downward facing dog, or you can get into child's pose, or you can do towel pose, whatever it is that you think that you need to do. See how you're feeling. Just take a few more breaths as we're doing this. And get ready. I'm gonna go ahead and get back into downward facing dog. All right. And just breathing in and breathing Breathe in, look up to the top of your mat. And breathe out, reach to the top of your mat, please, with your feet. Halfway lift and fall forward. Rise up into chair. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Side chair to the left or the right. Breathe out. Breathe in, center chair, and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Left side, and breathe out. And breathe in, chair pose. Breathe out, fall forward, and Chaturanga Dandasana. You know this, you've been doing it for the past 20 minutes. You can do this. And breathe out,